well, we're not maybe you because you're doing 75 hard, but I'm a 22-year-old male in the prime of my life, giving up on sport.
Yeah, he's giving up on sport.
Giving up on
mate,
everything.
You're just going to get a bit of a competitive edge on all the other single blokes out here.
And now I find myself every Saturday coming into the office to feel myself drinking.
Yeah.
Let's get into the because as we said, I don't know if we said this to start. This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not
although it looks like a podcast. To be honest, I think we're too good looking for a podcast.
Yeah.
We need the cameras. If it was just a podcast, you'd be missing the best part of the show.
This is not a podcast. This is a wine review show, extended.
Yeah, this is the extended wine review show because we think it's also important that you guys get to know a little bit about who me and David are as people. And then maybe you can understand our reviews a little bit better.
Exactly.
Because I know I don't make sense half the time.
That's the thing, and I think when you understand us a bit better, you'll understand about what we're talking about a little bit better. And that's when you really don't need the vocabulary. You can just hear what we say. If we say it's nice or not nice, whatever words we use, bang.
It's good wine. It's a good price. Drink it.
Yeah, with a slightly new kind of setting.
New and upgraded. It's
weird because we've upgraded a few times in the past few weeks. We've gone from the stock room to in here, and now we've got the side cameras.
Now we've had lights. We've got table. Look at the background.
We've got the background. We've got the microphones, which is a big step up.
The microphone's a massive step up.
The microphone.
This is it's a coming of age story here at Fresh Off the Vine. I think we've just hit puberty in terms of our development.
I reckon it is a bit of a puberty blues type of thing here.
Yeah, we've got
because when we started, which was not that long ago, it was literally.
How long's it been now? It's good to check in. How long's it been on the Vine?
We started in July. Was it July or August? I think it was end of July. It was it was because I know I moved from Bush's house. We moved end of July. We started end of July. We started in the stock room with an iPhone and just the one circle light.
Oh, I think where it started was a little idea in David's head.
Yeah.
And that was the birth of it. And that's probably in terms of the coming of age story. That's the sperm.
And I think one of the key reasons it started, which is something that I'm slightly passionate about, is that we enjoy wine.
We love it.
We enjoy drinking wine, and people aged 20 to 5 years old are sometimes a bit worried about going for the wine.
We're breaking stigmas here at Fresh Off the Vine. I mean, you're never too young, never too good looking, never too outspoken to try and do what you want to do.
Exactly.
I mean, if I like wine, if you like wine, why can't we talk about wine? Why can't we sell wine? And why can't men can drink rosé? Men can drink Sauv Blanc.
I fuck with rosé. I think rosé is quite nice, actually.
We can do whatever we want here. So it's been a real coming of age story, and I think it's important for ourselves to be able to sit and reflect when we are upping the ante, when we are improving, we are growing, and we're doing it not just for ourselves, but for our audience that we appreciate tuning in. So we put a bit of cash into it. We got some mics. Do you see the guy that commented on our Facebook post? Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, so we've
that's a bit of a slap to reality. I'll tell you what. So a guy commented on one of our videos that we posted on Facebook, and he was an older guy, and he looked like he had a wine company. It was called Pirate Wines, actually. And he commented on our Facebook. We've never really got a bad comment.
Wait, what did he comment? I haven't
seen this one.
No, I haven't seen the comment.
It's so funny.
What did he say?
So he commented saying. He started, not sure who's paying you boys, but this is not a Barossa Valley Shiraz, and you should be ashamed of yourselves for promoting it as such. This is the guy that I told you I messaged. And then I messaged him saying, hey man, we should meet up and get some content out of this or something. And he gave me a big fat no.
You're trying to exploit him a little bit. So.
Yeah, because he was a funny looking character.
Was he?
Very, kind of chubby, white hair.
So
he was a silver fox.
He was a silver fox.
He was a silver fox. There ever was one. But
what? He didn't like the content, or he didn't like the review, or he just. And I think it would be so intimidating for someone that's spent so long refining the way they articulate wines and refining the way they're perceived when they're drinking wines.
Yeah.
To have us young bucks come kick in the back door.
Well, I think that's the best thing of what we're doing.
That is what we're doing.
I think, honestly, we're breaking that stigma, and we're making it so anyone... Well, not we're making it so, but we're showing people that you don't have to know the vocabulary. You don't have to be like an old fart just to drink some wine. Like
and we're stumbling our way through learning ourselves, and it's a trial and error process. So if I say it tastes like fucking whatever, then to me it does taste like that.
Exactly.
So how can that be wrong? How can my opinion and my perception of something be wrong? And that's what we would love to apply to all walks of life. That
Definitely.
if you are passionate and you believe in something,
go get it.
yeah, go get it. Get hungry.
Okay.
So what should we start drinking? I, by the way, still doing the 75 hard. So I'm spitting. I'm on day 31 today and going very strong. So let's go.
It's good, the 75 hard. I like it.
So what are we cracking? Dusty
So today
Duke.
we are cracking the Dusty Duke. Now, we're not going to go all the way to camera like usual, but it's from the Clare Valley.
2014 vintage from, we won't say the estate, but it's from the Clare Valley. So beautiful place to drink from.
Cabernet Sauvignon. So it's a 2014, so we're kind of looking for those nice mature notes to come to that smooth finish on the back end. Maybe even earthy taste in there.
Yeah, I think why I really like drinking Clare Valley wines in particular is that they do have a nice earthy note. And with the Cabernet Sauvignon, you need to have a few years on it when I'm going to drink it anyway. So a 2014 was such a good year in that part of Australia that there's been many vintages of a high stature coming out of there. So even what did we pay? $13 a bottle for this one. Even a $13 bottle. I mean, the retail, I think in Dan Murphy's, it's about 28 or something. But yeah, we got it online, $13 a bottle. And it's a testament to the year and the quality that was around at that time. So yeah, you can find a great drop for such a low price from the 2014 vintage.
Yeah. I think that's what our show's about, finding nice wine for good prices. We're not out here dropping $100 on wine each time.
Not every day.
Not every day, but we are getting good value. So let's give it a taste. Let's get straight in. Okay.
Yeah, that's enough.
Come on, man.
Incredible legs, incredible structure on the wine. So we'll just give it a second to breathe. And let's get into tasting. I've got my spit bucket here.
But just before we taste, structure. What do you mean when you say structure?
It's a good question. And I don't know if David's called my bluff on camera. So when I would say the structure of a wine, it means I would be talking about the depth. So if a wine's structured well, it means it's doing the right things at the right time. And a wine that doesn't have the structure would be something like, wow, you might get a beautiful berry tone. But in terms of the structure of the wine, that berry tone has to be balanced out by some oak, or it has to be balanced out by a savoury or an earthy note, which structures the wine, completes the sip, and then it makes it a whole sip. But if a wine doesn't have good structure, then you'll just get that nice flavour, and then nothing's coming with it, or you'll get that nice bit of oak that you need the fruit to complement, or when I say structure, that's what I mean. I can already see on the eye the structure of the nasal palate, or the aromatic palate, should I say. Nasal palate, that's more of a Friday night thing. Now, more of the aromatic palate, and then you can see on the eye, beautiful legs, already signifying the depth of flavour that we're about to embark on.
That's a very good explanation. That's a serious explanation.
Yeah, so almost called my bluff, but I fucking know it.
That's for all the people who are new to the wine and who want to start learning a little bit of lingo. That's what you want to watch. Yeah. That's better than what I could have done. That is better what I have done. I don't know what I would have said for the structure.
Yeah, I've been dropping a few calls, so I'm glad you picked that one out. Now, should we...
Let's get straight in. Okay, cheers. Now, similar to what we were doing before, we're going to do spit, swish, swallow. No swallow over here.
I'm a spitter.
He's a spitter.
Ask my girlfriend.
Spit, swish, swallow. Then we're going to give it a grape score. Okay, we're always trying to look for the full bunch, and we are trying to avoid the cactus.
The succulent, and it's not as dreary as it used to be. It's actually grown. For some reason, the climate in the meeting room's better, but we're trying to avoid the vibrant succulent.
We are trying to avoid the vibrant succulent because last time we had a succulent or a cactus. Can you remember the name of it? It was the what was the name of the cactus wine? The Devil's Creek.
Oh, The devil now. To those of you who haven't seen the Devil's Creek episode, I don't know about this one, man.
That was an absolute. That was probably one of the worst wines I've ever tasted.
Yeah, and that's actually set a benchmark on the other end of the spectrum.
It has. I don't think I've had even the Bowler's Run didn't come close to the
Devil's Creek was atrocious, and that's great when you find a wine that actually is that horrible. The next time you feel like snubbing a glass, you might just think, it's not the Devil's Creek,
Yeah.
and put it back.
At least it's not the Devil's Creek.
At least it's not the Devil's Creek.
All
Right, let's drink.
let's drink. Okay.
So your thoughts on the wine? Because like I said, I've drank it several times,
You like it?
and I enjoy the wine. What are you getting from it?
I think we probably should have given it a bit more time to air out, to let it breathe.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, I mean, it's nice on the first taste is quite nice. A little bit acidic, but I'm putting that to we've just opened it.
Yeah, it hasn't breathed.
It's a bit of a strange aftertaste, though. I mean,
Now, guys, very quickly, when you're drinking wine, you talk about your palate. That's why when you're talking about pairings for wine, it is important that I'm part of my 75 height. I'm not eating cheese at the moment. But normally, if I'm going to have a nice deep red like this, I'll actually have a little bite of cheese before I drink the wine, because it puts my palate in the right area to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Are new to red wine, give the wine your full respect and try to put your palate in the right place to appreciate those flavors.
yeah, definitely. What have I had this morning? I've had a coffee and an egg and bacon sandwich. I don't know. The Dusty Duke's a strange one for me. It's I mean, I can drink it. It's nice and light and it's that fruit-driven tones.
You get the oak,
You get a little bit
a
of
little
oak,
bit minerally.
but it just doesn't
Do
have.
you have another sip? Taste. When I say minerally, see if you know what I mean when you try that. The oak, plum, minerals. It is a bit acidic though.
It's a bit acidic. This is a strange one. Do you know what I mean with the aftertaste?
Yeah. But I'm not swallowing it.
It smells like I've got like a public pool or something. Can you get the public pool smell?
That warm chlorine. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. You see, that's a good analogy for a wine.
The public pool.
No, because I can taste that. It doesn't taste. It's that's. I don't know. I'm putting that down to my palate right now. What's your review on the wine? Because like I said, I've drank it a few times before. I've actually, in the past, I drank the 2016 Coonawarra. So this is the 2014 Clare Valley. So it is differing a little bit in flavour. What are you going to grape it out of 10?
This is a tough one. Because...
And we're doing a duty to you guys. I mean, we want to review with full honesty.
Yeah.
And
Now... The initial sip is nice. It's a nice soft kind of fruity note in the front. It's just the aftertaste is getting me a little bit, but I don't mind it.
and like I'm saying, you got to put that down to the palate at 2 p.m. in the
So
afternoon.
I'm going to give that 6.2.
6.2?
6.2, which is not great.
But on a scale of
Yeah,
10's,
exactly.
10's irreachable.
Yeah, there should be no full bunches really.
And if there is a full bunch, we can quit the show. We found the holy grail.
If there's a full bunch, we should quit the show and we should pop on a double mortgage because we'll be paying the rest of our lives for it.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm gonna rate that.
What do you reckon?
I'll rate that a 6.5.
6.5?
Yeah, I think for an everyday drinking wine, it's a aesthetically beautiful bottle. Mm-hmm. Nice gold engravings on the writing. you rock up to a dinner party with that, especially if people are newer to the wine. Someone's happy, you know.
Someone's going to be happy.
You'll
with
be
that.
happy with drinking that. That complements any meal perfectly, within reason. So we'll want to stick to the red meats.
Yeah.
But yeah, something maybe with a bit of spice. It's got a depth of flavour.
A bit hearty, maybe a hearty stew is what I like.
Yeah, the hearty stew.
A hearty stew on a winter's night.
What would you define a hearty stew as?
I would say a hearty stew